Sionagon, hello all. Oshta afternoon, good afternoon, and Wado. Thank you for watching. So this is day 41 of reading Lone Wolf Alpha Squad copy over by James Rink, and these are his experiences. The scientist looks closely at my file while holding a manila file envelope in the other arm. The top of the page reads Rob Richter, red, like art, the color, dot C / URE dot. He is also holding another dark folder that is a brown color. Inside is a page which lists the medallions and awards that I have received. I passed so many missions. They are fascinated by what I accomplished. The scientist views me as very important. Okay, this is what it says. The scientist views me as a very important test subject. He seems to care for me, but he is creating a masterpiece using my body. I start to wake up and shake my head and ask, what am I doing here? My hand is on my head and I ask, how many times have I been here? Veronica and I reach out to Rob and ask him if he would like to telepathically share a message. He said the following, in quotes, please be patient with yourself. You have gone through so much. You think your journey is over, but it has just begun. You are more than enough. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone anymore. You know who you are and I am with you. We find strength together. You are my brother, you are my confidant, and Ambassador James Rink. You have promoted yourself and you keep quick pace of yourself. You don't back down ever for anything. What is happening to me sucks, but I will be okay. I can handle this. You don't worry about me, brother. I'll catch you on the other side. Remember the vault. Keep your eye on the vault. Memories are wiped so you don't extrapolate. They want me to fall on my face and not remember, end quote. They now begin the hulking process by electrocuting me with an electric wand, poking at my nerves. Rob calls this Frankensteining them. There is a lot that is required to make the body grow 2 to 3 times its original size. The electricity is required, but the clone would need to be injected with bioluminescent Hulk goo serum, which contains a mix of my blood, the G virus femto technology, and an alien virus they got from a covert off-world space program. The actual compound is proprietary information, but what I can say, the goo formula is called something like X10 Xylon XY. Nearby there are different vials with different compounds lined up in alphabetical order. Some show AT, A5, F, G, GT, GX, T, Z. The ones with G are the healing ones. The G virus stands for generational. It was given this name because the virus allows for rapid mutations of new generations of variants. It can cause someone to shapeshift quickly, but it's usually lethal. One of the side effects of these variants was the beginning of the Hulk program, with each generation the junk would be removed and repackaged with the best DNA. And now it's not lethal. The non-protected version is lethal. GT stands for generation transformation. It's yellow colored for healing. GX is purple, is known as GOLGOTHA virus, Golgotha virus. X stands for programming, which creates a mutation that replaces another program. They are in the same family but different serums. The Z virus is possibly a zombie virus. I'm injected in my right arm near the elbow with a quaalude of green-yellow goo. My arm turns yellow and then body turns green, teal color with patches of yellow. It hurts like hell and I can't move or scream. The doctors come to restrain me. I am not given any painkillers. It hurts in his head. There are downloads of information being dumped. Into his head from the trip chair. He is screaming inside. Initially, the mutations did not take hold. Yellow phlegm is coming out of the nose, and the clone died. So they would put the dead clone back into the regen tank, make a few modifications of the serum, and repeat the injections again. So it'd be done over and over each time, making small changes to perfect the formula. The process was extremely painful, and multiple regen death cycles meant the consciousness of the individual needed to be strong enough to handle the trauma. As a result, only a few people could advance in this project. On the final try, they gave me 12 injections all over my body. In extreme pain, the bones in my face began to shapeshift. My chest and muscles are growing huge. Shredding my clothes, my skin turns from yellow to green, and my height grows to 12 foot tall. After a painful period of 5 minutes, which feels like an eternity, the transition completes. I stand up, my back hurts, and I feel nauseated. I want to cry out, but can't. My consciousness goes into a holding cell. It looks like bright green light, like a garden. They give me happy memories. My hair is turning green, face is turning muscular and big, and my eyes are changing to black. So here's the drawing, the rendition of that. I wonder what that thing is going in the belly button. The reptilians in the cage are now stepping into the back of the cage. My jaw is huge and I'm smirking, haha. My jaw is huge and I'm smirking, haha. The scientists try not to provoke me in this state, as I can make earthquakes, manipulate electromagnetic shielding, electricity, and electronics. Anything vibrational can be altered or shattered, including sound, time, light, and even physical matter. Rob can run so fast that he can break the sound barrier and fly away. They don't bother giving him new clothes, as they want to show him off to, it says, to the big guy who was like some general in the secret space force. At this point, he is sent into the holodeck testing, and in quotes it says Kozlov, K-O-S-L-O-V, program to kill zombies. The clones don't know they are in an experiment in the holodeck. There is a vault in the holodeck, but it's hidden in the program. If you find a vial, you can be healed. It might also be a code name for an implant too. Sometimes clones are able to figure out that they are in an experiment, so the implants in their head are detonated and they are killed and put back in the regen tank. Usually clones cannot be regenerated in a regen tank unless they are exposed to the G virus. But these clones would be regenerated with different DNA. Thanks to my built-in immunity against the zombie virus, I was utilized for zombie experimentations. They also tried to utilize me against Veronica virus and Tyrant virus infected zombies. But I lost a clone body, as it immediately ate me alive. Wow. Other missions included search and rescue missions in caves, and sometimes I would be sent on missions off-world. They are also very interested in replicating the process to make stronger humans, which would be more susceptible to their control as slaves. Umbrella is aware of me and our reality, and they consider me a good test subject they can experiment with. Many of my needle injection marks I wrote about in earlier chapters are a result of their ongoing experiments on me. They also want to ensure there are no bleed-throughs of memories from these experiences. The memories of being turned from a human into a Hulk are extremely traumatic. Recall would result in damages to my DNA and consciousness. The Umbrella injections are a combination of AI and chemicals to help my body maintain stasis in their control. Black Shield's Project Blue Ranger. The Hulk program was based on Black Shield's Lichtsoldaten, Lichtsoldaten, light soldiers, it says in parentheses. Super soldier program. I'm really tired. I'm hoping the Sandman don't see me, because after I'm here, I gotta do some weaving. Anyway, with some remote viewing help from Oksana, Veronica Bartolini, Bartolini, and Kimberly, we discovered that this Nazi facility located in a fractal bubble reality in Antarctica. It's under the ice sheet and under the water at the bottom of the sea. This facility has millions of genetic experiments stored in cryogenic chambers. Within the ice caves. Most of these ice caves are very dark, but some have windows which let light in. The laboratory entrance area is very dark and lit by a green light. When you enter inside the lab, there are tanks filled with blue and green goos used for healing bodies. They also got seismic scanners to monitor earthquakes. This place is loaded with security cameras, sensors, and you have to have the correct codes to pass through the metal doors. The main metal door in the tunnel looks like it has been stamped with a shield logo. And here are the logos. Let me see if it says what it is. Okay, it doesn't look like he describes them. So here they are. Inside one of these tanks is another one of my clone bodies who goes by the alter name Blue Angel. And there's a heart there. I don't know what that means. It is right here. Oops, right there. His tube is labeled SS No, 7S, excuse me, good grief. Special Ops. Black Ops. Next to his tube is a humanoid body that has a body of a snake and the head of a human. Oh wow. Its tube is labeled Division 36 Python. Another tank contains what looks like a mantis body with a red iron mask on its face. There is also an amphibian body with a frog-looking face with black wrap around eyes. He has a shield near him with a sword pointing down and a snake around the blade of the sword. Another tank has a human body with a hawk face. Huh. There are also transparent energy creatures, which have all kinds of tubes attached to them, which look like an artificial circulatory system. There are many tanks with bodies here. They are doing the same experiments to other people. Wow. Huh. And I mean, they have the soft disclosure stuff with all of those different types of people, like, throughout film, you know, and books and stuff. Near some of the tanks is a black shield logo that has different symbols on it. When you put your hand near the symbol, a holographic screen pops up to give you more information about each avatar body. Wow. The Blue Ranger looks to be about 15 feet tall and remains unconscious. The room is very dark except for the glow of the pods. Also, there's very little activity here. Seems as if no one visits this area. There are Nazi eagle and black shield logos everywhere. Around this tunnel in the distance, you can hear strange sounds with animals screaming from the crazy research here. Eesh. When you turn the corner, there's a tall reptilian in a black uniform watching over everything. Upon closer inspection of the pod, we see the Blue Ranger has a blue tube that goes inside his spinal cord into his brain that is pumping a yellowish gel into his body. Because we are connected on a soul level, this serves to weaken me so I cannot connect with him on my own. And it results in bloating and digestion problems in my physical vessel in the here and now. The Blue Ranger is wearing a blue latex suit which covers his body and head. The suit is translucent crystal blue, white and shiny, and has diamond patterns. His uniform is attached to his body. The diamonds absorb energy, so he does not need to eat food. There is a very old, heavy steampunk-looking respirator attached to his mouth. He is chained and anchored in the tank. His eyes are covered with some kind of visor, and he is looking into a screen. When he is out of the tank, he wears a blue and white helmet. There is water circulating in the tank for his body, and his soul is human consciousness. He seems very robotic and drone-like, and as only 5% of my soul occupies his body. Huh. When they want to use him, they take his body out of the tube and put him on a moving table with a machine that scans him with a light, like a mechanical x-ray to check if he's going to run properly for the next mission. Many of the creatures have escaped their pods during this time. It seems to be an ongoing problem. The Blue Angel was made under Project Blue Ranger by fusing the DNA of swimming spiders, dolphin, shark, gray aliens with human DNA to make a crossbreed that could swim and live underwater or on the surface. He is called Spider-Man in the projects as he can quickly project a femto black goo web out of his hands. He uses this to restrict movement of his targets. So I wonder if that's where they get Spider-Man from. He also uses the weapon to move around from spot to spot. It's quicker to swing than to jump. If he took his mask off his face, it would look human, but he shapeshifts to make it look that way. He wears the masks because he has spider-like eyes which glow and multiple sets of mouths and teeth which would frighten people. His 6 eyes also make it hard for him to relate to humans as he thinks in sets of 6. He has 6 arms which can retract into his back. His hands and feet also become webbed and tentacle like underwear. He was designed to be a predator, sink boats, and find treasures in doorways and caves. He was tricked into this program and he wants a human body. The SSP can transfer him into a human body, but they don't want to do it because they want to keep him a slave. He can communicate with the dolphins. This is what he looks like. So there's the web, the crystal like stuff coming out, energy or whatever that is. I can't remember what they said. The suit, but like he literally looks like, come on, man. You know, all these Superman and like whatnot, you know. Gosh, everything comes from somewhere. When he was first created, he was forced into opening portals, teleporting and scaring children in their bedrooms. Once he learned his purpose of hunting children and scaring them in their dreams, he wanted to escape. So he made a blue latex like motorcycle suit to blend in with humans. He is lonely and been looking for us. It says he is been trying, so probably he has been trying to find his brothers and sisters in the SSP. They are having a war over what they will disclose and what they are not going to disclose. He wants to say in the disclosure process, it's not fair, not right. We need to come together in consciousness to change the timelines. He currently resides in the Pacific Ocean near a cave. The name of the base might be called Blue Manta Ray. He also visits another facility near a big mountain in Oregon that has a sign with 2 hammers crossed. This seems to be an independent organization called Warlock Underground. And here's a picture with 2 handles, hammers, excuse me, or something, tools crossed there at the top. Let's see if he says anything about that. He's also been on the land to interact with people. He works alongside humans, but only for helping good now. He says he knows Veronica and James from the Dolphin program, but something went wrong and he ended up like this. He used to terrorize us in our dreams and to lure us into the program. He feels a lot of regret about it. We accept his apology, he says, in quotes. Thank you. It's all about finding others like us and connecting. You are not alone, even though you may feel like it. You may feel like a misfit all your life, but you don't need to be sad. It's okay to tap into your emotions. You're finding your family, and you are not alone anymore. There are others like us. I want to know where is my body and which body is in Antarctica, and I want to know if that's my body. When I left my place of being, did I come into a body? And why did we have to be born? I'm confused and want answers. I want to be able to exist with the dolphins and free all of us, as a hybrid, as a child, as a dolphin, as all my alters, and as the Blue Ranger to help us to save ourselves, to be able to save the children, end quote. Nearby the Blue Ranger are scientists in white lab coats who are looking through microscopes studying blood transmutations. These scientists are also slaves and can't leave, and even the scientists are cloned. We find someone who is willing to help us. Fredeic, F-R-E-D-E-I-C, Mercier, M-E-R-C-I-E-R, is one of the scientists who worked on the Blue Ranger. He's been in the facility since 1946. He is also alive now in France, but that is his clone, and he is living in a time loop. Fred is sitting near his desk, which has old white computers on it, which have turned yellow with time. They run on blue crystals, which are composed in some snowflake configuration. He misses his wife, Lucille, and his 2 sons. He is currently working on a project to triple the DNA helix in snake people to enhance their features and abilities. At the end of each day, he retires back to his cell, where they deliver meals, which looks like a seaweed salad. Fred tells us, in quotes, people with Rh negative blood like you have multi-layered DNA, which we can access and manipulate in multiple ways. They often carry characteristics from different star systems, which we can utilize. When you are Rh negative, it is easier to crossbreed you, and also you already have very much needed different alien race characteristics due to your original DNA. You may think we are crossbreeding Rh negative humans with negative reptilians, but we actually crossbreed them with positive ones. There is a project inside the project. There is a bigger plan behind all this. Each person in this database is connected to a layer of information that is inserted into a fabric of an artificial field we call the matrix. When one starts unveiling the information he's connected to, the layer starts to self-destruct. We are all doing the same now. That is why this is for the benefit of all. End quote. He looks up my name in his database and reports, in quotes, they copied the molecular structure of your original DNA and created artificial crystal implants to use in different avatar bodies created for you. Each crystal-based implant is programmed separately and can be inserted anytime they need to improve something. This is all coming to an end soon. We have already teleported some scientists into another parallel reality that they created, and we'll go there when it's time. Don't need to go hang, love you, minute.